And welcome to your YouTube channel, Speak Up with Sahil, and thank you very much for stopping by. And good evening. This is me, Sahil and Sauri, and happy to meet you all. And a happy new year to all of you, first of all. And may this year bring happiness, joy, and love to your lives. Before I start talking about the subject, I would like to remind you about the channel. It's Speak Up with Sahil, a learning platform and growing platform where we make videos on current affairs and English topics to help viewers gain more confidence in speaking English. From the US to the Japan, we are going to see every single news of 2024. It will help you to get an overview of 2024. Hey, if it helps you, then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon. And don't forget to watch the video till the end, because half knowledge is very dangerous. By the way, there are so many news that cannot be covered of 2023's whole highlight, cannot be covered in one video. So that's for that I would like my level best to make some new videos as well about the highlights of 2023 current affair, and especially I would try my level best to make some videos in part 2. So in part 1 it would not be possible for us to just cover all the points what happened exactly in 2023. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, help us to grow, and let's grow together. So if we talk about the first news that I can remember, and in my opinion I think that would be Donald Trump's news, that Donald Trump's historic comeback elected the US president once again after a long battle with Democrats, and Joe Biden had withdrawn his name very earlier than people have imagined that he would have done something look like that, like being a member of Democratic Party. And then Kamala Harris got into the race, and unfortunately she was also outpaced by Donald Trump. So the thing is here, there are a few things we have to understand. In July, a gunman tried to assassinate the Republican at a campaign event. You might remember that. If you don't, you can check my YouTube video. I have already uploaded that video when somebody tried to kill Donald Trump so long back. It was not the history of very long ago. I'm talking about the month of July when somebody tried to kill Donald Trump. And it hasn't happened so long back. It has happened recently, and I think you can look at that. The second news I would like to talk about in the same way, when Elon Musk aligned himself with Mr. Trump and spent 277 million backing Republicans, his wealth has risen by 170 billion since the election, thanks mostly to the increase in the value of his Tesla stock. And Israel invaded Lebanon after Hezbollah intensified its rocket attacks in preparation for its offensive. Israel's injured or killed thousands of Hezbollah operatives by tapping and exploding their pages, and Israeli forces went about eliminating the Iranian-backed militia leadership. So I think this happened when Hamas launched like a resistance attack in you can say in Israel's back then in 2023. And then what we saw so far, that Israel had gone so far with this war and attacked attacked random Palestinians and killed thousands of people over there. That is completely an act of genocide. People are not willing to talk about it, but I would be. The worst news I read about it, like the war in Gaza ground on, and I think Hamas found itself increasingly isolated and boxed in. So I think this is what related to the stuff. The most shocking news of 2024 I can remember, it's related to Iran, when I think Ibrahim Raisi was killed in a helicopter crash. I remember I was following this news and I had a debate on this subject more than 20 times, and each and every individuals were saying they are not happy with death of this person, because what news media had shown about this person, what news media had presented about him, that was not even 1% what he was. The main concern about the Ibrahim Ravisi, the person who went to Azerbaijan in inauguration of a dam. There was a dam was about to be inaugurated, and I think he participated into that. And when he was returning to home, in the middle of the way, and when his plane was about to land in Tehran, and suddenly what he saw, that his pilot is saying we could not land the plane directly on the ground, and the weather is very murky and they could not see anything through it, and unfortunately they had to launch that plane in a debris, and that's why he got killed. So I think at the start of the year, Islamic State bombed an event and commemorating an Iranian general assassinated by America in 2020, killing 95 people. This news is the best news, and how can we forget taking this news so far? Syrian rebels rolled into Damascus, bringing an end to 53 years rule of Assad Bashar al-Assad regime. Just this video previously, this video just before this video, I already made a video on this subject, how this Syrian rebels try to get into Syrian regime and kicked out Bashar al-Assad. Currently, the ministers who have been picked up by these rebel groups, they are concerned whether they are going to pick some new leaders from the people choice, or they are just trying to strengthening their own you can say people in power. It hasn't been clear yet what is their intention. But by the way, like Syrian dictator guy Bashar al-Assad was ruling that nation for approximately 53 years since 2001, since his father died. And when his father passed away, he handed over all the power and every single stuff into his hands, and now he started doing all the stuff so far over there. So now what we can see so far that happened just because of the Syrian rebels took place in that way. And one more memorable thing happened this time, that is like Britain's election, when Labour made a landslide victory and defeated Conservative Party in 14 years. I think the Conservative Party was ruling UK for 14 years, and now Keir Starmer's new government, anti-migrant riots broke out, and decisions to end winter fuel aid for pensioners was widely criticized. Businesses took fight at tax raising budgets. In February, Michelle O'Neill became the first Irish nationality to lead Northern Ireland executive. So the next one, we can say Ukraine and Russia war. We cannot forget this conflict is going on over there for really long time. But we will discuss these things in second video. So I hope you have watched the first part. Now I'm going to launch my second part tomorrow. So be ready to watch the second part, and we're gonna cover each and every current affairs happened recently in 2023. Thank you very much for tuning in, and hit the subscribe button, like the video, share with your friends. Take care.